Once, Buddha explained that there are three kind of monks. The first category of monks are those who are actually not a monk. They're not actually living like a monk, but they claim to live like a monk. So, for example, to live like a monk, one must follow a basic, moral code of conduct, five shilas. So, the first kind of monk actually don't follow any of them. Buddha called them basically a sinful monk, but they claim to basically be a monk. And when these kind of monks hear some news that such and such monk basically become fully liberated, become nibbana, attain nibbana, or become enlightened, or experience ultimate truth of this whole universe, the thought never arises in the mind of these kind of monks, first category of monks, that someday they can also be liberated. In fact, I can explain this basically point a little bit further in the sense that when somebody never do meditation, I've seen some of the in some of the monasteries where the monk lives, they never do meditation. They just do some few hours of chanting and then some other things. So when you never do meditation regularly, or even if you do meditation regularly but you don't do it correctly, then what happens? The thought will never arise in their mind that they can also be fully liberated. So that's the first kind of monk. Then Buddha explained there's a second kind of monk who follow the moral code of conduct. And when these kind of monk, second category of monk, when they hear that some other monk such and such have attained nibbana or attained enlightenment, then the desire comes, motivation comes to this second category of monk that yes, one day basically we can also be fully liberated, and they work basically very dedicatedly. And then there is a third category of monk who, before even getting the nibbana, they have eradicated all the desires from their mind, more or less all the desires from their mind, and they are already basically eradicated most of the, more or less most of the impurities. So they are already living with almost negligible impurities or negligible desires or almost nil desire. And when they hear that such and such person have attained nibbana, the thought never arises in their brain or in their mind that they should also live like a fully liberated, because they've already removed all those desires. So that way, if you're on the path of liberation, you can also check basically where do you stand. If you have any query, please write it in the comment section. I will be happy to reply.